2 more over here for this house. They just disappeared. Now, I know the other day, they moved them to this side for the construction that they were doing. And that night I realized they didn't put them back. And so I asked the guy the next day, like, where's the cans that you moved over there? Why didn't you move them back? Where'd they go? And he said, oh, they're down there. I said, no, those were there already. So they may have put them inside their building. I don't know. Could use. I don't even know. I doubt it, because then they'd have to move those heavy things out. But can you confirm with me that there should be? In other words,
some addresses I know exactly where cans are.
But you stop a few times on this route. You do, right?
Every Friday I'm on this route.
Every Friday.
Yeah, but like I said, I only recognize certain cans if it's like in a tight area, or there's always a close car parked to it.
So, let me ask you another question. And I'm asking because, one, I live here and it's not convenient. Actually, I'm asking for a few reasons. One, I live here, and my building doesn't pay for garbage. Mm-hmm. We don't have our own. We don't bring out to the front, and so we use the garbages here. So the one that was right here, and somebody moved those there because they were a little bit further down, I think. I'm not sure, but there was one right. There was one right here.
Yeah.
And I'm injured. And I got injured by somebody wearing a mask and passing out, if you could believe it. And I didn't want this child that was larger than me to hit the ground. Mm-hmm. And it's been 2 months. But this garbage is heavy. Mm-hmm. And to carry it all the way there is a pain in the butt. And I just want to know where these went. So that's one reason why I'm asking. But the other reason is because, or stopping you, I have, I'm working on a proposal for the city, mm-hmm. Which is like a hybrid position. It's, to 2 different departments. Mm-hmm. One that oversees everybody and one that is underneath that needs a lot of help. It's not this one, but they all need help. And I just want to make them better for everybody, for you too. And I'm from New York City. And I can tell you, and I haven't looked to see how much the garbage men make in this city. But I've looked at a lot of the other salaries, and I can tell you that in New York City, the garbage men, out of all of the service, all the different, like the police and everybody, they made the least. And let me tell you, their job was the shittiest.
Well, fire and PD.
No pun intended.
Fire and PD
was the crappiest. Most what?
Fire and PD always make the most.
Right. Well, not in New York City even. With fire, the police should make more. You know what the police make there?
What?
About 4 times less than they do in Beverly Hills, if not more. And they have a harder job, in my opinion, because New York City is a little bit more.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that.
Okay, so, maybe not now, but that's also part of the bigger problem. That's what's been allowed to happen, mm-hmm. the changes. So, I have a problem with our garbage here because, and I've walked a lot of the alleys, for sure, at times, this one is pretty filthy. And we are a block from, this is Crescent Drive. This is the Platinum Triangle. They're building a metro 2 blocks away, and they're proposing, the councilman, that they use the alleys to get through, for people to walk through. I think that they need to fix the roads here. But I also have a problem with the debris of the trees and the leaves and everything, because I don't believe that's your job. Yours is the cans, right?
Yeah.
I do know, or I was told by a resident on Rexford, uh-huh. that she thinks her bill is $200 a month for the garbage here, for the pickup or the alley. Mm-hmm. But the alleys are supposed to be clean. They're not supposed to be disgusting. If you saw what I have captured.
Oh, I've seen.
You've seen
all
it.
The alleys in Beverly Hills, every single alley.
And they're pretty bad.
They're horrible. This is actually, comparatively speaking, this is one of the better ones.
You're kidding me.
I'm serious.
Wow.
But let me ask you. Let me tell you. Let me ask you a question. Why are the alleys so bad? I know the answer to this.
I want to know what you say.
What I'm asking you. Why,
I'm going to tell you
why are
after.
the alleys so bad?
You tell me first.
It's the residents.
Um,
it's not lack of manpower. It's not lack of employees. It's not lack of frequency when we come in here and clean the alleys. It's, and I'm not pointing finger at you. I'm just going to say you guys.
Is it your department that? It's not me because I pick up other people's trash.
Yeah.
Is it? Are you saying is the street cleaning crew part of sanitation?
No, there's two parts of sanitation. There's residential pickup.
Yep.
And then there's alley maintenance.
Okay.
Two crews, and I've worked both.
Okay.
Street sweeping is a different department, but they're still under the same umbrella in public works.
Okay.
But the alleys
Yeah.
are horrible. Oh, you're recording me.
Always. I always. This is the only way to fix things.
The alleys are horrible because.
And the thing is,
because the residents.
there's cameras everywhere, so everyone's recording us.
Well, they pay residents pay an alley maintenance fee.
Is that what's $200 a month?
I don't know what the dollar amounts are, but.
Okay, well, I can tell you. First of all, we have a noise ordinance, supposedly, right?
I would assume so. I don't know.
There's a noise ordinance. It's like 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you, because I work more than I sleep. When you're a single mom and you got no support, and you got a lot to take care of, more so than most people, because of the challenges that I may have myself with my own disabilities as well as my child's, and I'm not complaining about them, and I'm not saying I'm a victim, because I have been surviving and I will thrive, and I have thrived at times. But what I'm saying is that there is a noise ordinance, which besides the garbage, I mean the street cleaning, you know, there's a lot of other noise that's on the street that's not being but meanwhile you'll get a threatening letter from it, like your building manager, when a neighbor complains, if you're whispering in your bedroom like this past 10 p.m. and you get a noise complaint because she hears you. So I think there's a little imbalance there, but besides that, they come through at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. It's late, it's middle of the night. See, that's part of our problem right there. And so I would say that it's not the residents, because the residents are putting their trash away like this or in a bag. They're walking.
Some are, yes, but there's a large majority, I would say, that are not.
Well, we have cameras everywhere, so tell.
Maybe in this alley they do.
I want to know. So, in other words, I don't think neighbors are walking around with their alcohol. With their beer, their wine, their alcohol.
I never said that.
Okay, so, but that's a lot of the trash I see around. Broken glass. I mean, there is something right here. I don't know if it's still here. Hold on. It might be back there. Somebody may have cleaned it up. Somebody cleaned it. Hallelujah. It was literally in this path, and it was oh, here's the glass. So somebody decided to pick up the glass, pick up the bag that this Heineken was in, and the other bag that should have been thrown in here, which, by the way, that's recycling. That's not, somebody put recycling in there, not yard waste.
No, those are green waste cans.
No, but that's not what somebody put in there. And the reason why they did that is because there's no recycling. And I know that we're told that you guys do the recycling for us.
No, we don't. We pick it up and we take it to the facility where we dump it, and they sort it out.
Right.
Yeah.
Where's that facility?
In Sun Valley.
Sun Valley.
Mm-hmm.
So you drive these trucks out there, or you bring this to another place that then brings them to another one?
We drive these trucks to Sun Valley, we dump them.
So like at the end of your shift, you go to Sun Valley?
Well, usually in the beginning of our shift and then in the middle of the shift.
Oh, so you leave the garbage in there, but it compacts it down, right?
Yeah.
So how many blocks of garbage do you get in one truck load?
Depends how big the blocks are.
And your route today, which is Crescent Drive, and what else?
Today I've probably got 16 blocks, so maybe 8 to 10 alleys.
8 to 10 alleys.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this alley like this one, This whole alley, the 1, 2, 3, or yeah, the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
There's not that many cans in this alley.
No, there aren't because
But
because
if you go
one
below
side
Wilshire, there's-
because the west side of the alley is mostly apartments, and most of which have bins inside
yeah.
that they bring to the front, which honestly I don't know why they're bringing them to Crescent Drive to be picked up when they should just be brought back here
That's not us.
as well. I know it's
Yeah.
not. I'm just saying there's no reason to have them out on our pretty.
Yeah.
This is where all the garbage goes, so I'm not sure why they do that, except for my building, of course, which doesn't pay for their own trash, and we use the others.
But below Wilshire, there's a lot more cans per alley.
Okay, so you're saying about 10 blocks
It
worth.
varies, but yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so and then you bring it to Sun Valley. Are we selling them our trash? Are we donate? Are we?
We're paying.
We
We're paying
pay.
to dump it. The city pays to dump it.
The city pays to dump it, and what?
I don't know what their rates are.
You don't know what the rates are. Okay. And they are supposed to be sorting it through, and then whatever they sell the recyclables for, they make money.
I would assume so. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know the name of the place that you go to in Sun Valley?
It's Crown.
Crown. Okay. So that to me is a privilege to people who are too lazy to recycle,
What's a privilege?
to have somebody else do it for you.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, but even if you as a resident do it in
It's
Beverly
entitlement.
Hills, where are you going to put it?
Well, that's the point. The city doesn't allow it, yet they claim to be a green city, like they care about the environment and to be green, when there's really not a lot of green going on when it comes to that.
Well,
at least
as far as we can see, sitting right here in this alley. But what goes on at their facility, I don't know exactly. I've seen them sorting, but I don't know what percentage gets through and what doesn't. So
Right.
I don't know those numbers.
But regardless, so where do these go? The green
Sun
ones.
Valley.
They all go to Sun Valley.
Everything goes to Sun Valley. All the trash.